Can I ask you a couple general questions?
Sure.
Okay, this is just about Dynamis and your experience. How do you
Yeah.
see your young adults developing and changing over time with Dynamis?
Um, so I so you're talking about my students, not my own
Hmm.
children. Is that
No, your
correct? Yes.
students, yeah.
Yeah. So I unfortunately I've only had a handful of students that have stuck with me over the years. But I have and that's because of, COVID and
Oh, yeah.
just various other factors.
Hmm.
Um, Fortunately, this last year and going into this year, I've got a lot more kids who are returning, which is wonderful. It's answered prayer.
Hmm.
Um, but I will say that I and the students who have stuck around,
Hmm.
I can speak specifically to one young lady who
Hmm.
was extremely shy when she
Hmm.
came. Um, and she had, like, when she would talk, she just had a very flat affect. So
Hmm.
didn't really smile, didn't really use a lot of tone of voice, wasn't very animated. And I think part of that was because of her nervousness.
Sure.
Um, and by the time she was a senior, like, she was winning speaker awards, like her ability to present was, significantly improved. And
Mm.
she was, where she was shy by the time she was a senior, she was really like taking some leadership, responsibilities
Hmm.
in the group. And so that was a real amazing transformation. I've got another student that's with us right now
Hmm.
who uh, went from being giving a speech and she couldn't get through the speech without giggling. Like, I think her
Oh,
nervous
right.
reaction was like
Sure.
laughter,
Uh-huh.
and super fast. She just
Mm.
sped through it. And, this past year was able to get through her speeches without laughing, had considerably slowed her pace down, and
Yeah.
just a marked improvement in
Mm.
just a couple of years. And the thing is that with and she started with me when she was 12, I think. So she was young.
Yeah.
She was either 12 or 13. And these young people, like, it's hard to get, you
Sure.
know, break the habit of speaking really fast,
Hmm.
or, when you're young and you're nervous and you're like giggling, or, you're just, yeah. So, I've seen, uh, the light bulb certainly come on with some
Yeah.
students, whereas like um, a year or maybe even two, like, just,
Hmm.
it just wasn't quite clicking with them. And then all of a sudden it's like they
They
get
got it.
it and they run
Yeah.
with it. Yeah. So yeah, that's just a few examples, I guess I could say, of how I've seen students develop over the years,
Love that.
in terms of my club. Yeah.
Yeah, one thing is how I think about how happy the parents must have been, but really how happy those individual students must be, how the impact of that
Mhm.
on those people. That's
Yes.
amazing. That's
Yeah.
wonderful.